welcome to the Movie Reception Show. My name is Fariba, and tonight, I cannot believe this, but tonight is the penultimate episode of Daredevil Born Again. Of course, this is not the end, so yes, we only have 2 more episodes left, but that's not the end of Daredevil Born Again, because we already know that we're going to have a season 2, and I believe they're about to start season 2, or the filming for season 2 very soon. But even that being the case, our journey is kind of getting close to an end. A bleed in a more mixed kind of way. As I said last week, I've already given my opinions about how I've been feeling about the show so far. It's not totally terrible or anything like that. As I said, the show has been quite incredible in terms of the violence and the goriness. It's far more mature than what we've gotten with the Netflix version, but that's not to say that the story itself has been as cohesive or as well organized as I wanted it to be. I think that's kind of where we're starting to see a little bit of some of the flaws with the show, but that's not to say that, you know, this was going to be expected. I mean, this is what happened as a result of the fact that this is the course that they're going with in terms of Matt Murdock's story, and the fact that he kind of needs that motivation to once again become the Devil's Hell's Kitchen. But even with that being the case, I'm just hoping that between today's episode and next week's episode, they'll end off in a really strong note. That's just the one thing I'm going to be crossing my fingers for. And the good news is that the last 2 episodes, I believe, are directed by Benson and Moorhead, the 2 guys who were in the Loki series, who worked on the Loki series, and then were then recruited to then replace the Daredevil Born Again guys. And so I'm hoping that it does end on a strong note. So yeah, I don't want to wait any longer. So without further ado, let's get right down into episode, I believe, 7 of Daredevil Born Again. Interesting.
Keep anything, so looks like we're traveling light today. Hands out.
I'm already getting some really great vibes out of this.
I'm not supposed to be here.
Right. Hear that all the time. Stop at the line.
You literally murdered Foggy.
What is this?
Welcome to your new dig.
Pops, Agent Poindexter.
I killed him, Matt. Do you have any idea what that felt like?
Honey,
Yeah,
it was
I can
self-defense.
only imagine.
Muse to me.
Not sure you can put Muse and Daredevil in the same category.
Not so sure that
Plus,
you can't. They're just these underdeveloped boys hiding behind masks, trying to make it look like something more sophisticated.
It's a pretty dark view. I mean, I think they're completely different animals.
You weren't there, Matt.
No, I know. I'm just saying that
Oh,
Muse tried to kill you. And
yeah, he
Daredevil
was not
saved you.
there. She's not wrong.
Let me get that?
No, I'll get it.
Ooh, wait a minute. So does Fisk know? Oh, there's that old painting that we all remember. Season 3 callback.
Swear to God. Shut up! I can't. I'm sorry. I hear his voice. Mayor Fisk knows she was staying here.
The mayor cares deeply about this city and its citizens.
Oh, he knows.
Have a good day, Cap.
I am better than I was. I am.
Because he is trying to co-opt your story. He wants to use your trauma to boost his narrative.
If his narrative is that vigilantes are dangerous, then he's
Heather,
got my vote.
you must see he's trying to use you.
I'm sorry.
Please.
I figured she was gonna do it. I figured.
The reason my friend called is that Poindexter wants to talk with you.
With me?
Yeah.
Why?
I have no idea, and I don't care. Neither should you.
Kirsten.
Mayor Fisk,
I figured it was Fisk.
on.
He's playing games. He is playing games.
Sir, as much.
Can do more. A lot more.
I'm sorry, sir.
As deputy mayor for communications.
No way.
Excuse me, sir. Him?
Yeah, of course.
Sir, if I may say so, and I'm so sorry, Daniel, but I do believe he.
I will not let you down. I will work night and day for you. Sir, I will burn for you.
I know you will. I know you will.
A little colty.
They are lying. And you, my friend, are lying. With every breath you take. Why don't you let us know when you want to make a plea? Hey, this, us, what we do, it feels useless.
I get it. I really get it. It's all a lot. You.
And now he's starting to realize what he must do.
You just gonna stand out there like a hobo, Matt? Or you gonna
Oh,
come
this
in
is
and
where
have a
Foggy died.
He was celebrating early. He knew, Foggy knew the night he died, he knew he was going to win. His case with dumb Betty.
Matt, I am.
He didn't use his cane.
I didn't notice.
He didn't even use his cane. This is interesting.
Just to shoot on a rampage, didn't they? Yeah, settling scores, getting vengeance. But it wasn't, was it?
Ooh, shaky cam.
You did it for someone.
Do, right? Defend our worst enemies. I'm not lying.
Hey, guard! He started smashing his face against the table.
Crazy asshole.
Oh, he's gonna take him outside.
Thank you, counselor.
Fuck you!
So good to see you.
Did you come alone?
I did. Where's the
Oh,
staff?
he's back.
I must say, I am surprised to see you here. Giving your feelings towards our mayor. Excuse me? What a mess. Is everything all right?
Yes. Never mind me. I'm sorry. I have to go.
Oh my god. Wow. The visuals. The visuals. Oh, and he's in a black and white suit. What is going on? Question. There's something going on. And Vanessa sees Matt.
It's a pleasure.
Mr. Mayor, thank you so much for the invitation.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Would you like to talk in private?
Of course.
Oh, he's
Oh my God, you're not even listening to me, are you?
She even
What did I say?
I'm glad we get a chance. Well, I think I underestimated your
Hawkeye time.
tenacity in pushing that Red Book project through.
Underestimated. You are aware of of the rumors that surround you. Shall I call you Swordsman, the Vigilante?
Oh, so we are gonna go by his alter ego. Okay.
Isn't so.
That was assault. Into it. Straight up boss power.
Or total corruption.
I was gonna say.
Why do you do that? Every time I get stoked, you do that.
That was a hell of a bit of spin, giving credit to the task force when everyone with half a brain knows that it was Daredevil. When did you become Fisk's Minister of Propaganda?
Right about the time he became head of his SS, I figured.
No, that
More.
Yeah, don't be so sure. Do you know that Wilson Fisk was the main suspect in your uncle's murder?
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're going back to season 1.
I did.
Going back to season 1.
Why?
We're acknowledging
do you
all
think
this
I'm
necklace
here?
stuff.
Not every. So if you ever want to put anything real out there, something that puts a dent in that prick's white armor, there's an email on this card.
You know,
He sought you out to get to me, to keep tabs on me.
That is starting to worry me on a professional level. Why would he do that?
Well, you know what? Why don't we go find out? Come on.
What do you...
What a perfect song to use.
What were you looking for? Devil.
Oh!
Told you there'd be consequences.
If anything happens.
This is the target. And Bullseye would be the vigilante. In a sense. Oh boy, what did he do?
I need to tell you.
Not here, not now.
It was her. He was away. And she was in charge. It was her. She did it.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Vanessa ordered Foggy's death. Oh, this is good. This is good.
I know you had fought.
Oh no! 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 This is not good. This is not good. He thinks that's Vanessa. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay. So
Listen,
okay.
I know it was you.
Does Heather know you're Daredevil?
Have you ever wondered why Mr. Murdoch has a thing for vigilantes, Doctor?
You obey.
Oh, this is too chaotic.
You need to relax.
Oh, it's this guy. Oh no. Ultimate episode of Daredevil Born Again. I know I said episode 7, this is actually episode 8, but oh my god. Okay. Can I just say, this is finally what I needed. This is like exactly what I needed out of this show. And I had to wait 8 episodes for this. But wow, this episode. This is definitely peak. This is peak. Can I just say, the moment that this episode had started, the way that it was, you can get the sense of this artsy indie feel to it. I was just like, okay, I know this is going to be a very good episode. Like, you can just tell from the start this was going to be a very different but very well done episode. And wow, I am not shocked that Benson and Moorhead have done something quite incredible with this episode, because I was just like, okay, because I'm telling you, going into the last episodes, I was genuinely feeling very concerned for a little bit, because a lot of the story was getting really, I don't want to say rushed, but you can tell a lot of what was being developed from like since the beginning was going by very quickly, or it just wasn't the most consistent pacing that I would have hoped. And it's like we know for a fact that this is going to ultimately be between a whole duel between Daredevil and Wilson Fisk, because that was going to be the main. That was going to be the main arc. That was going to be the main overarching arc. That was clear, right? But even with some of the subplots that they introduced into this series and just the characters that we do meet, like, I mean, as I said last week, I was very, shocked that they had concluded the whole Muse story so quickly, because it just felt like, yeah, he was alluded, but it wasn't until really like the last two episodes that we actually got to see a little bit of Muse, and then they just killed him off right in the spot. And so it's just like, okay, I'm a little concerned, but this episode really just was a huge turning point. Again, I'm not surprised because it's Benson and Moorhead. And just the whole vibe from this episode, you can just tell like there's just something very ominous about it. You can tell the stakes were really high. I mean, the performances were really incredible. I mean, I don't even know where to really start from here. I mean, first off, can I just say the visuals were absolutely stunning. Just the use of color and just what's really going on with some of the characters, whether it be Poindexter or with Matt, with him, just the shot. It's just like, wow. Like, there's just the way that the visuals are playing such a huge part in this episode and being a part of the storytelling. I was just like, wow, this is exactly what I wanted. And I'm so glad that we did get it. I'm just upset that we got it till episode 8. We actually got something as brilliant as this, because it's not the most action-packed, without a doubt. But you can tell things were like really getting riled up. And it's just like, okay, if there's something more to Foggy's death that we don't know about, it's like, okay, what does this mean? And the fact that, Wilson could have been behind Foggy's death, it's just like, whoa, okay, this is out of nowhere. It's like you would think that Wilson Fisk would not cross that line. And it's like, okay, interesting. Only to see it wasn't Wilson Fisk. It was Vanessa, which makes a lot more sense now. Because, I mean, they were alluding to Vanessa, right? With what she was doing behind the scenes and what she was doing when, her husband was not around. It's just like, okay, that makes sense, I guess. But it's just like, where's the story going? And then finally we get to this point and realize what she has truly done. And it really starts to finally come together. Like, it finally feels like everything is finally coming together. Like, everything's coming into a circle for once. Regardless of the fact that there was a lot of characters that we do see meet and just all that sort of stuff, but I'm so happy that we got this episode, because it truly is a turning point. It's definitely the kind of I don't want to say artsy, but it's kind of very well thought out episode that goes both on giving some really great substance as well as style. Like, it had both. That's what I'm trying to say. It had both. It had both the substance, it had the style, and I feel like that's where things have been really inconsistent. Like, some episodes would be very great in terms of the substance, but doesn't really have the style, or some episodes would have the style but not really the substance. Like, for instance, I believe it was episode 5, like, that had the substance, that had the style but not the substance. But this one had a really good combination of both, and a really well done way. I love the performances that we got in this. I mean, Charlie Cox was just absolutely incredible. Just like, as he's talking with Macduff about, what's going on, how he's finally starting to question the justice system for once, and how maybe perhaps, there is a reason why vigilantes are a thing, why he, originally became Daredevil in the first place, where even though they're trying to follow the law, there's always going to be people who will, cross over that line and somehow overcome the law and somehow be an exception to the law, right? I mean, we're already seeing this with the task force. That's being alluded to. We're seeing that with Fizz. That's being alluded to. And now it's just like, maybe perhaps this is where we're starting to get a much better sense of Mac kind of getting back to, I don't want to say getting back to his old ways, but having this realization of why he was Daredevil in the first place. I think that's just becoming more and more prevalent as we get into the last episode. I mean, who knows what's going to happen in the last episode because of what just happened here. I mean, Matt just got shot, and especially in one very critical area. So that's going to be something that we're going to have to keep an eye on. But But this is what we needed. This is exactly what I needed. This is really getting me hyped up for the finale now, because it's like, wow, this is the exact kind of material that I needed to really just like amp up the stakes. And I wish we could have gotten a lot more of this, like as a consistent, in a more consistent basis throughout the whole season. That's not to say that we haven't had some great episodes. I mean, we've had a really good, I believe it was episode 3, where we had this court drama, which was like absolutely incredible. We had such incredible substance out of that. Just seeing a much greater depth of who Matt Murdock is in terms of being a lawyer. And then we've seen cases where he has that brief moment where he does go back to becoming a Daredevil, and we see him crime fighting, and we get a really good sense of the substance, as well as a little bit of the style. But this one was a really good combination of both. I feel like this was truly the best episode that we've gone so far in terms of really showcasing both of those. And then seeing how, again, both Wilson and Matt going back to their old ways, especially with Fisk, right? Like now that, and what's even more scary with regards to with Fisk is that even before, he was always a scary guy, right? He had so much power. He's someone who's very scary. He's someone who wields a lot of power, was very corrupted. And now what makes this scenario even worse is the fact that it's not just he's kind of going back to those old ways, but now he has this position as a mayor where no one's really going to question his authority, because he's already at one of the highest offices around, and it's just like, who's going to try and stop him, right? Or even if there were attempts to, it's going to take a long time to even get the legal process to do anything. We've seen that not just in the show, but even in real world too. So, and even Matt himself has been having these doubts himself. So again, what a great way to kind of showcase all of that. Just seeing Matt, and then just everything that's going around, and things coming finally to full circle. And I mean, it's just, this is the kind of thing that I wanted out of this series. And that's why I was just like looking close, and I'm like, wait. And then again, just realizing what's going on. And then again, the whole revelation that Vanessa was the one who was behind Foggy's death, and that she's the one who ordered Poindexter to commit that crime. It's just like, whoa, okay, this changes the whole game now. And it's just like, what will Fisk feel? Because we don't even know because right now, Vanessa was about to tell him, right? I mean, that's very clear what was going to happen. Vanessa was about to tell him. Even I didn't realize what was going on. I'm like, what is the secret that she has to tell him about? I'm like, huh. And then when I started to see Matt's face, I was like, oh, hold up. Don't tell me. It's like, oh my God. Okay, that makes so much sense now. Because again, of what she's been doing behind the scenes. We already seen what she's done with that other guy before. And she's just as equally dangerous. We've seen her. We've seen what she's done. I mean, we've seen what she did back in season 3 as well. I mean, she's someone who literally has no boundaries. Unlike Fisk, which is the funniest thing. It's like, Fisk has some boundaries. Like, he knows that he can't just go after certain people, because he knows for a fact that if he goes after people like Karen, if he goes after people like Foggy, right, then Vanessa's in trouble. So he's not crossing that line. But the fact of the matter is that Vanessa crossed that line, because, I mean, if I recall season 3, like, they made a pact, right? They made a pact as long as he does not touch Foggy and Karen, right, then he will not prosecute against Vanessa. And that promise has kind of been broken, right? I mean, this is the illusion. This is coming from the fact that, we thought that Wilson Fisk didn't order it, right? I mean, he even said this earlier. I mean, remember going back to, I believe, episode 1, right? Episode 1. They have that meeting at the diner, and Fisk himself's like, oh, I promise you, I had nothing to do with Foggy's death. We had that deal, right? And it's just like having those doubts, like, oh, maybe there is something that's connecting Poindexter to Fisk, and that's what maybe caused, that maybe they had co-conspired Foggy's death, only to see that, oh, Fisk was not lying. He was not lying. He kept his end of the deal. It was his wife who actually ordered the death, and wow, look where we are now. I mean, it's just, this is what I needed. This is exactly what I needed. This is the exact reaction that I needed out of this show. I mean, it's been such a while since we had something like this, and I'm loving it. I wish we've had more of this before. Good news is that we're having season 2. Bad news is that we only have one more episode after tonight's episode. But what is at least one good thing is that I'm not feeling as skeptical as I was before last week, where I was just like, oh my God, please don't tell me we're about to have another situation like that we've had with shows like Obi-Wan and Book of Boba Fett, and it's like how, you know, things start off great and then it muddles a little bit in the middle, and then depending on where the finale goes, it's like, oh, it could at least redeem it, amend it, or it could just be a total dud. I'm hoping that maybe this is where we're starting to get a shift, and that this might be the case that we actually might have at least a very good conclusion, and not just about who's set up to season 2, but this is what I needed. This is exactly what I needed. I know I was being a little Dubby Downer from last week, but I think this is what I need. This is what I needed. I mean, absolutely great visuals, absolutely great cinematography, absolutely great performances. I mean, Charlie Cox, just that one moment that he had with Macduff, I was just like, oh my god, like, can you not be any more incredible? Like, you're the perfect Matt Murdock. Or the fact that when he has that whole meeting with Poindexter, it's just like, and then just seeing how we're looking at Poindexter's point of view and what he's feeling in the moment, and using the colors and using that dark blue just to showcase what he's feeling, and then just that last moment at the end where everything turns to red. It's just like, oh, this is what I needed. This is absolutely incredible. Finally, this is what I needed. This makes me so happy. Oh, finally. I had to wait, 6 weeks for something like this? But yeah, I think that's all I have to really say, just because, I mean, we just gotta prepare ourselves for the finale. So, but yeah, after this, we only have one more episode. That's kind of insane, but I hope that it does mean that, you know, after my reaction tonight, I hope that means that we're about to get a really incredible finale. It's gonna be directed both by Moorhead and Benson again. I mean, that's just the one thing. That's what I was saying at the beginning. I'm like, if there's one thing I have some hope with the final 2 episodes, it's that it's being directed by Benson and Moorhead. So I'm keeping my hopes up with that. And I again, if that's the case, man, if we got something like this, then who knows what we're gonna get from the finale? Like, maybe something absolutely incredible. Because right now, they've already proven themselves that they've just given us something great right here, in a very good case of great amount of style, great amount of substance. Yeah, this is what I needed. This is exactly what I needed. I'm sorry, I know I'm repeating myself, but this is, I'm telling you, it's just been quite a roller coaster ride, quite a lot of waiting, and this is something that I needed to kind of finally get me pumped up for the conclusion, which is, again, I needed. But yeah, that's all I have to say about Daredevil Born Again, the penultimate episode. We only have one more episode left, but yeah, let me know your thoughts having seen tonight's episode. I mean, what are your thoughts? Do you think that this is probably the best episode that we've gone so far? What do you think about the direction that we've gotten from Moorhead and Benson from this? They're also going to be directing the finale, so after having seen tonight's episode, what are your thoughts? I mean, what is your anticipation going into the finale right now, knowing what we just got right here? What are your thoughts just getting this revelation about Vanessa? Like, that she was the one who's behind Foggy's death. Did you know? Did you theorize this? Or maybe this is something that you may have not thought. Maybe this is what we need as kind of the twist. What about Daredevil? We just saw what just happened to him. What does this mean for Matt moving forward? Like, how is this going to prepare him for the final episode? How are we going to end things off? And how is that going to set up season 2? I mean, that's going to be a big question right there. I'm going to assume Frank is going to show up in the last episode, because I know there was kind of those I don't want to say leaks, but people were kind of giving some hints here and there on the internet sphere. But let me know your thoughts having seen tonight's episode. Is this is this something that you equally think that the show really needed? Like, do you think this is exactly what you wanted, or maybe a little bit more? Let me know your thoughts below, and make sure to like and subscribe.